On the morning of Christmas Day 2010, police officers searching a roadside near Fale and found the body of 25-year-old Joanna Yeates. Just days earlier, she had returned home after work in Bristol and vanished without explanation. There were no signs of forced entry, no witnesses to an attack, and no clear reason she had disappeared. But inside the same building where Joanna lived, investigators would later uncover evidence that changed the entire case. On December 17, 2010, 25-year-old landscape architect Joanna Yeates disappeared from her home in the Clifton area of Bristol. Her case became one of the most widely reported criminal investigations in the United Kingdom during that period. Police inquiries focused on her final known movements, forensic evidence, and the actions of individuals connected to the building where she lived. The investigation later led to the arrest and conviction of her landlord, Vincent Tabak. Joanna Yeates was originally from Hampshire and had studied landscape architecture before moving to Bristol for work. At the time of her disappearance, she was employed by a local architectural firm and lived with her boyfriend in a rented flat on Canninge Road in Clifton. Friends and colleagues described her routine as stable and consistent. In December 2010, she was preparing to spend Christmas with family members and had recently completed work before beginning a holiday break. On the evening of December 17th, Yeates finished work and was seen shopping in Bristol before returning home alone. Her boyfriend was away visiting family at the time. CCTV footage and witness accounts confirmed that she bought food and drinks before walking back to her apartment. Over the following days, friends and relatives became concerned after they could not contact her. On December 19th, her boyfriend returned to the flat and reported her missing to police. Investigators began a large-scale search operation across Bristol and surrounding areas. Police reviewed CCTV footage, examined phone records, and interviewed residents connected to the Clifton neighborhood. Public appeals were broadcast nationally, and hundreds of potential sightings were reported. On December 25, 2010, Yeats's body was discovered near a roadside in Fale and North Somerset, several miles from her home. A post-mortem examination determined that the cause of death was strangulation. During the investigation, police initially arrested Yeats's landlord, retired teacher Christopher Jeffries. Extensive media coverage followed, much of it focusing on his appearance and personal mannerisms rather than evidence. Jeffries was later released without charge after forensic testing failed to connect him to the crime. The treatment of Jeffries by sections of the press later resulted in legal action and public criticism regarding media conduct during criminal investigations. Attention later shifted toward Vincent Tabak, a Dutch engineer who lived in another flat within the same building. Investigators linked Tabak to the case through forensic evidence, including DNA findings. Police determined that he had encountered Yeates on the evening she disappeared. Tabak admitted responsibility for her death, but claimed it occurred accidentally during an unwanted sexual interaction. Prosecutors argued that he intentionally strangled Yeates after forcing entry into her flat. In October 2011, Vincent Tabak was convicted of murder at Bristol Crown Court and sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 20 years. The jury rejected his explanation that the killing was accidental. Evidence presented during the trial included forensic analysis, witness testimony, and Tabak's movements after the crime. Investigators also examined internet searches and disposal attempts connected to the case. The murder of Joanna Yeates remains a significant criminal case in modern British legal history because of both the investigation itself and the public reaction surrounding the wrongful suspicion directed at Christopher Jeffries. The case was formally solved following Tabak's conviction, and no further suspects remain connected to the investigation.